Hi folks, welcome back to Raki Cyber Lab and Techno channels of placement training. In this session, we are going to discuss about opportunities. We should know what is all about an opportunity. In Salesforce, we can create an opportunity for existing account or by converting a qualified lead. So how do we convert this into opportunity? We are going to convert from the lead, we are going to convert into opportunity. Right? Opportunity is nothing but we should know what is all about an opportunity. Nothing but it is we are going to get a lead. Right, that lead would be converted into an opportunity. Say for example, right, you take this as an opportunity, like you want to purchase a piece of land, right? So that what happens? So you would tell this information to your friend. Your friend in turn will pass the information to the agent. Agent will try to get the information from your friend, right? So he will come and discuss with you, and he will take this as an opportunity, and then he will try to convert this into business. Converting the lead, that is getting a lead, right? The lead is getting converted to opportunity, right? He is considering it, he's taking the lead and converting it as an opportunity. On your side also, you are taking this as an opportunity and trying to buy a piece of land, right? So this is all about an opportunity. Now let me see here how to get into an opportunity. Let us start by creating an opportunity record when we can track our progress. So here, the opportunity record, once you create an opportunity record, you're going to track your progress, right? There is going to be a path there, right? So for which what you do, you go to a particular app there, and then go to on the nav bar, click on opportunity object, right? And then you click on new button. If your org has more than one record type of opportunity, select the type the best represent this opportunity. Then use the opportunity name as CMR clothing, select the account that the opportunity is related to, select close date for the opportunity, select the opportunity current stage. For now, let us need analysis. Salesforce adds a probability based on the stage selected. The probability isn't accurate, then you can change it, then you're going to save it, right? So like this, you're going to give the opportunity name, CMR clothing, then lead source, approval status, opportunity owner, stage, you're going to say need analysis, probability you're going to give it, right? So after giving all this information, the required field, once you enter here, right, you're going to click on save. How do you go to this page? Again, I'll tell you how to go to this page. In doing that, you have to go to you have to log into your login.salesforce.com, enter your credentials, and then get into a production environment. Under the setup, you have a quick find box. On the quick find box, you're going to type, you're going to select any of the app, open the app. When the app page is getting open, then what you do, you select the opportunity tab from the nav bar, right? Then the moment the opportunity page has been opened, right? On the top, you have a button called new button. You click on new button, it will display the UI page. On the UI page, you're going to enter all these details. So once you enter the required field and other fields, whichever is required, then you're going to click on save button, right? So now it will take you to this page after you save it. So now this is what we call as a path here, right? So this is what we call as a path. Actually, what we call this as a so thing is that it is represented as what we call like that is we are going to make, that is nothing but a path here, right? It is a stage actually. It's a current stage, right? Talks about the stage here. This talks about the stage here, right? Like something called this is one stage, this is another stage. A path here, path consists of a lot of stages here. So now the stage is being marked, right? Now this has been completed, marked as a completed. So now it has moved to the next stage, right? So now this is also marked as a complete. Now it has moved to the next stage. Now it is in value proportion. So likewise it goes with each and every stage one by one. So when it closed, then they just mark that it has moved, it has crossed all the stages, and the opportunity has been closed. Right? This is how we are going to create the opportunity. Right now, let me get into demo. Right now, let me get into demo. Now we'll get into demo. Right now, I've reached the production environment. Now I have the production environment under setup. Right, I have a quick find box, or else I have to go to app launcher. Click on app launcher. On this app launcher, I'm going to say Pharma app or any app, recruitment app, whichever app you can go, or else you can go for sales also. Right here on the top, you can see whether the opportunity is there or not. If the opportunity is not there, you have to add it. Right? Again, you click on the pencil button, which is on the right corner. and then click on add more item and click on all and scroll down. Right, you can go with opportunity. Select the opportunity now. Add one nav item and save it. Now the opportunity will be added to my nav bar. Right, opportunity will be added to my nav bar. Now click on opportunity. Now click on opportunity. It is going to show the list of opportunities already available. But now what I have to do, I have to create a new opportunity. Now to create a new opportunity, I'm going to click on new button. UI page will be displayed. Now I'm going to enter the opportunity name now. Right, say land disposal. Right, what is my account name? So from here I'm going to select, right, I'm going to select Raki Enterprises. What is the type here? It's going to be replacement, right, lead source. So it is going to be referral, right? So likewise you're going to enter the amount. It is going to be 35 lakhs, right? And when is the close date? You're going to select the close date. By 19th is going to get closed. Got it. And stage, what is the stage now? Right, need analysis and probability. You're going to say for 50%, 30%, right? 30% probability, right? Primary campaign source. You can add all this detail and order number, right? You're going to enter the order number and main comparator and generate assets, right? Installation is in progress. Right, a tracking number, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is my tracking number. Description after you enter it. Now you click on save. It will take you to the detailed page, right? Or you go to the activity page, right? Here it will take you to activity page. Like detailed page is here. So then activity and chatter you have it, right? Chatter page will also be added here. Now click on activity. It will see now this is the stage here. Now already it has crossed 2 stages here. One stage is prospecting is over. Then qualification is over. Now need analysis, right? So now what is that? It has to be analyzed whether it has all pattern, everything, right? All the stuff we have to check it, right? Now it is the analysis stage. So what the analysis stage is over, when they are supposed to move to value position, then I have to click on mark stages complete, right? When I click on mark stages complete, then this will be marked as completed. So likewise, each and every stage I have to mark it. Mark the stage is complete, right? So that the stage will be completed. But now it is in need analysis stage, right? Likewise, once everything is been done, once the decision is taken, decision has been taken, and proposal price has been negotiated, then it is over. Now the piece of land has been purchased. Now the deal has been closed, right? Finally, it will be marked as closed here, right? So this is how it will move one stage to other stage like this, right? I think guys, you would understand about the you should have understand about the opportunity, right? You should have understand about the opportunity. So now tracking a deal with the path. Just now I told you about the tracking deal with the path. The path is a simple tool with some powerful features here. You may have already noticed it on lead and opportunity record as you work through the other units in the model. Path shows you at a glance where the record is in your sales process. So in which process it is there. The path is going to tell on which process it is there here. It is a quick indicator that helps you visualize where you are and where you are going. It tells you where you are and where you are going to go next. What is the next path? What is the next stage you're going to talk about? It is a simple tool, right? It is a powerful tool, so which helps us to understand from where you stand actually. What is the process which is undergoing here, right? So they use the path to update the record status by clicking the mark status as completed to move the record to the next step of the path. Once that particular process is over, then you're going to mark as a completed. So that the path will be, that the stage will be completed, you'll have a tick mark there. So then it will be highlighted with the green color, right? Click the step of the path you are moving to and click to mark the status, current status, right? You're going to click the step on the path and you're going to move to the next stage, and it will be marked as current status now. Now for which what you do, okay, you have to go to the opportunity tab, select our opportunity list view from the display as menu, select the Kanban now. So now here we are going to discuss about the Kanban view. What is it Kanban view? Right? Either you can go with the path or you can go with the Kanban view. Right? Again, I'll tell you what is Kanban view now. See here now it is also going to have a path here. So, but it, that is what is going to list only. So only particular record will be shown on the normal opportunity record, right? But here it is going to show you all the record. Whatever record is going to be in what stage will be displayed here in Kanban, right? will be displayed in the Kanban view. So now see here, Pyramid Engineering, Dixon Mobile, right? United Oil Plant. So all these things in different stages here, right? See here, and its rating also would be given. At this stage, what is the rating? At this stage, qualifying stage, what is the Mobile Dixon Mobile's what is that revenue, right? So for each and every stage, the revenue will be calculated here, right? So this is all about Kanban view, right? We are going to show, we are going to see this in the Kanban view. We are going to represent in the form of Kanban view, but it is going to see the path is going to be there, and it contains several stages here. First stage is going to be prospecting, second stage is going to be qualifying, third stage is need analysis, fourth stage is value proposition, fifth stage is nothing but decision making, sixth stage is perception analysis, right? Goes on like this, right? Goes several stages here, right? And in case if it is over, you can drag and drop it and place it here. So, but earlier stage, what we did, we were marking for a the state mark for complete, right? But here it is not necessary, but you have to drag and drop it, right? So that's how we're going to see. Click any deal in the column of the left while holding down the mouse. Drag the deal card into a different column. Replace the mouse button, right? That's so. See now selected, drag and drop it. So now this stage is over. Now we want to go to next stage. Drag and select it. Drag and drop it, place it, and wherever, whichever stage you wanted, you can go. So that those pages will be marked as completed. Got it? So that's how we are going to do it. Now, after once you're done with it, then you can add your chart also or graph that summarize the data in your list view in the different fields. So once everything is over, then you're going to add the chart, whichever chart you want, you can add it here, right? So then now click. Now again, you can add the filters also here. Now click show filters, add filters. In the filters account name. Operator contains value oil. I want to see only United Oil plant details alone. I want to see. I can add filters also here. Once adding a filter, I'm going to click on that. So finally, we're going to click on save button. After, so here in this stage, we can add filters. Then once we add filters, then finally going to click on done and you're going to save it. Only that filtered record will be shown in the Kanban view, right? So what is Kanban view setting? Kanban views for the opportunity organizes your record in the column by stage. What is Kanban view setting all about? It is going to organize the records in the form of a column by stage. So stage by stage, it will be shown in the column. Shown as a summary of the deal in each column based on the sum of the amount of each column property. How do you go for Kanban view? Like click on the list view control and then select the Kanban view system settings and change the summarize by to expected revenue. And then change the group by to type. You're going to change the summarize by expected revenue. So what is the expected revenue on that particular stage? That you got to select, right? And you're going to group by type also, right? First, what you do, you click on list view control and select the Kanban view and then change the summarize to expected revenue and change group by to type here, right? So now here summarize to expected revenue, group by type you're going to select accordingly. So accordingly, what happens, right? The Kanban view setting will be set here, right? Accordingly, Kanban view setting will be set here. Got it? So now let me get into demo, right? Now let me get into demo. Again, I'll click on opportunity, right? So again, I'll click on opportunity. So this is the records that we have it. Right, these are the records which are available on the. These are the records which we have, which are available on the. These are the records which are available on the opportunity object. These are the records which are available on the opportunity object. Right, but now means that I want to go for a Kanban view. You should know what is Kanban view. Kanban view is nothing but it will show the path stage wise. The column will be separated, right? So that and then you're going to set your Kanban view setting also, right? Now see here, now this one, this records, I want to show it in the Kanban view. For this, what do you do? See on the right hand side, on the next to what is it? List view control. Now click on list view control. Only new will be there. Now I'm not going for list view control, but here next to that we have display as a table. Now by default it is displayed on the table, display as a table. Now the records are displayed as a table, but now instead what I have to do, I have to change it to the Kanban view. Again, click on to this menu. From then you can select the Kanban view, right? It will be showed in the Kanban view now, right? Now see here, all the records. Now see here, right? Now it is in the Kanban, right? Now it is in the Kanban view. Got it? So now click on this. Now it is available in the Kanban view, or in case you want to go to split view. Now this is a split view, right? But now what I'll do, I want to get into Kanban view. Again, I'll come back here. I'll say Kanban view. It will be the Kanban view now. Got it? So now go to settings. Now select the Kanban setting here. Now click on Kanban, summarized on what? Expected revenue. So group by what? Type. I'm going to say type and then save it. Accordingly, it will be summarized to expected revenue, right? So for each and every stage, you can see the expected revenue will be available. Now, for Highway Labs prospecting, right? It is all in prospecting, but initially there is no amount. But whereas for land disposal, see here existing customer replacement, right? So the amount has been calculated here. For each and every stage, it will be calculated. Now, say for example, the Highway Labs prospecting is over. Now I want to move to the replacement here. I'll drag and drop it and place it here. Right. So now what happens now? Automatically now see here. So it has moved from one stage to other stage to here. Like this, I can able to move from. Accordingly, the value will be changed. Accordingly, the value will be changed. Again, if you want to move from here to here, yes. Now see here, but still the value is not being changed because it is under prospecting stage itself, right? Likewise, we can able to move from one stage to other stage. This can be done with the Kanban. This can be done with the Kanban view, right? Now we'll get back to the so now, as of now, we are discussing about the opportunity, and then we are discussing about the Kanban view. Now we're going to discuss about the price book to track the product. We're going to create a price book, and then we're going to track the products in the price book. So you know what is all about price book, right? Whenever the product comes, goods comes in, right? So the information will be stored in the price book, right? So in case, right, the representative track the product they sell to the customer using product record. Product include details such as name, code, description, indication of whether it is active or not, right? So it is going to say that the product book is going to contain the name, code, description, indication of whether it is active or not, whether the product is active or not. You know what is all about the price book, right? So the representative, right, or the salesperson, right, the movement when the product comes in to my godown or to my retail shop or something, right, immediately it has to be updated. Price book has to be updated. There might be a change in the price, right? And what is the number of quantity has been received, all those information we are going to store it here, right? Which gives the information details about the product, right? So like name, code, description, whether it is active or not. Now here we'll see the scenario now. Urja Major sells component and service plan for solar energy system, right? The company also partnered with supplier of renewable diesel powered generator. We see those products in the product listing, right? And now this is also a question which comes under certification exam also. Like this, they'll ask you the scenario. Under this, you'll have an option, right? Urja Major is a company, right? They sell a component, solar energy system they are selling, and they are partnered with the renewable company, right? Renewable diesel power generator. They are partnered with the supplier of renewable diesel power generator. We see those products in the product listing, right? So because the Urja Major is going to be partnered with the supplier of renewable diesel power generator, we are going to see the information in the price book about the power generator here. We will see the product list here. Now see here. So when I go and say product, right, and then when I select the products, you can see all the products about the what is it? Power generator will be shown here, right? So now it is going to be shown here, right? So all the products in the power about the power generator will be shown here. So kilowatt wise it will be shown here, right? And the product name, product code, product description, product family, all the information will be stored from the object called product, right? Each of this product has a standard price. When you create a product in Salesforce, you add a standard price to each one. For each and every product, we have a standard price, right? So when you enter the sales book, right, or the price book, what you're going to do, you're going to add the price, standard price for each and every product. And those product appears the standard price book. So once you enter the standard price, right, those product will appear on the standard price book too. So accessible from each product or from the app launcher. We can able to access from each product or from the app launcher. You can select the product now, right? So you go to the product and then you can select the product, and the related page you can see all the. So once it has been added to the price book, standard price book, right? You can able to see that list price also. right? It's going to tell about the product name, product code, list price, and so on, right? So then now how to track the multiple prices? Tracking these products with discount price is possible. Already you have a standard price, right? And then how much, what is the discount price you want to track it, right? For each and every product. Create a price book specific for West Coast sales. For which what you're going to do, you're going to create a price book, right? So for the West Coast sales, app from the app launcher, search for the price book and select it from the item list. So then you have going to learn, and from app launcher, you're going to search the price book and select it from the item which is been listed here, right? Now see here, all the items are there. From there, you're going to select the price book. From where you're going to get the price book, go to app launcher. Then select all items. In the item list, all items, you're going to select the price book, right? The moment you select the price book, right? To create a price book, click on new and then add the specific. So in case you want to create a new price book, right? Now click on new button and give the price book name, right? Description, whether it's active or not. The standard, it is included in the standard price book or not, that you can select it. So once it is selected, right? Then so once it is saved, the price book appears. On the related tab, click the add product, select one of the product and the currency and click next. So now on the related, see, you're going to add products and click on add product, and you're going to add the select the product which you're going to add it on the price book, right? Now you can see multiple prices will be available here, right? You can going to select a particular product and then click on next, and so that we do get store it on the price book. We are going to store all the information in the price book. You can able to see the price book now, right? So again, I'll tell you now what is that. Like we are going to get into, we're going to create a price book here. So as soon as the product comes in, right, we're going to create a, that is those products we have to set the standard price. Those products we have to set the standard price for the Urja Maker, right? So now what we'll do, for each those product as a standard price, you have to create the product in Salesforce. You add a standard price to each one, right? So then those product appears in the standard price book, accessible from each product or from the app launcher, right? The price book from where we're going to get it, we're going to get it from the app launcher. We're going to select the price book like this, right? So we're going to get the price book, right? We have to track it. How do we create a price book? Again, you have to go to the app launcher and then we're going to select the price book. Then we'll get the price book here. Click on new, you're going to add the price detail, right? Whether it's going to be active, standard price, and all this stuff, you add it here. Then you're going to add the product. So once the product has been added, right? Once the product has been added in the price book, right? So now what happens? Now the price book has the details, right? The product has been selected, added this, right? And once this has been added, now sales rep is going to sell the product from the sales force, right? Through the sales force. Now sales force is going to sell the product to the sales force. Before this, we'll get into demo. Before this, we'll get into demo. Now again, I'm going to click on app launcher. Like again, I'm going to click on app launcher, right? So I'm going to click on app launcher now, right? From the directly, I'll click on view all. I'm going to click on view on, scroll down and make sure the price book is available or not, right? So I'll make sure that price book is available or not. Here, the price book is available here. The price book is available here. Now click on price book. Now click on price book, right? As of now, there is no any product in price book. There is no any product in price book. Now I'm going to click on new button. I'm going to click on new button. What is the price book name, right? I have to give the price book name now, right? So now what I'll do, right? Before getting in the price book, I'll cancel this. But now I have to go to the product now. I have to again what I do, I'll close this, right? I'll click on product now. See here, and then scroll down and select add more item, all items. Scroll down. I select the product and also select the price book. Add these two items here and click on check. Right now, what I'll do, I'll go to more. I'm going to select the product, right, and select these recently viewed all product. So all the product will be listed here. All generator, right? See here, all the generators will be viewed here, right? So now I have to add this product now. And now click on generator bar diesel 1000 kW here. It is going to show detail view here. Now see here, I want to add this detail here, right? So this I want to add it as the price book, right? I want to add this detail in the price book, right? Either I can go to the price book, but as of now, only standard price book, and the standard is there, price book name here. Then see add a price book. Now here you got add price book here, right? Now what I have to do, I have to click on add to price book, and what is the price book name here? Whether it's going to be standard, I have to add it to the standard, right? What is the currency? You're going to select the currency. Now click on next, right? So review here is the price definition already exists in the price book. Now that case I'll go to none and click on next. See now again, so instead of standard and classic, I'll cancel this. I'll go to standard instead of none, right? So already now see here already the price book has been added here. Already the information has been started. That is the product has been added in the price book, right? So the product that is standard information has been added is not allowing me, right? Again, I click on standard. You see here now what is it? I have to enter the standard book. Already it is added. What is currency? Now again I'll select on currency. Now click next. It is throwing an error. It is not allowing me to enter because it is already this. What is that? The information has been added into my price book. Right now again go back here. Right. I can go back to detail. Again I'll go back. Click on products. Right. Then I'm going to select all products now. Now I'm going to select some other products. Say for example, install that is Genwatch propane 500 kW. I'm going to select this. Now let me check whether this product is available in the product. Yes, all the products are available in the price book, right? All the products are available in the price book. When I click on price book now it takes me to the price book here, right? So now see here, it is available in the price book. I cannot add it. Or else now let me go this way. Now go to price book, right? Now see here it is available in the price book. Now click on new, right? What is the price book name? I'm going to create a new price book, right? Standard new price book. Right? Whether it's going to be whether it's going to be active description. Standard product price book. It is price book is standard price book. Yes, I'm going to select it. But here this deactivate. I will not be able to select. Now click on save. Right? Whether it is now here based on the formula it gets updated here. Right? That is disabled. So I don't need to worry about it. Now here I've created new price book called standard new price book here. Now go to related, right? Under RLC now I've created a price book. Again I'll go to the product now. Again go to the product, right? Again I'll click on any particular product, right? I'll go to related page. So there you can see standard new price book will be available, right? See here now click edit delete is there. Add to the price book. Now here let me select. See here. New price book has been created. Now I have to create a price book and I have to add it in the product, right? I have to create a new price book and I have to add it here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on standard new price book and then I'm going to select the currency and then click on next button, right? Now it will take you to my new price book entry, right? So now I'm supposed to make it a standard price. I have to select the standard price. After entering the standard price into my price book, now I have to enter my what is the price. Now it has to be, now this particular product is belong to standard new price book. What is the list price, right? I have to select it. The list price is going to be use standard price in case you want to use standard price. This is a list price, right? Use the standard price in case you want to use the standard price. Then active code. Then you have to click on save. Right? Then you have to click on save. Now see here. Now see here. Now the price book name is going to be standard new price book. Now the list price is going to be like this, right? But it is going to use the standard price here, whether it is active or not. So give the information about this particular product has been added into my price book. This particular product has been added into my price book, right? This is how now we enter the product in the price book. Now what we are going to do, now already the product has been entered in the price book. Now the sales guy is going to sell the product by checking the price book, right? By checking the price book, the sales guy is going to sell the product using the price book price detail, right? So now the scenario is that Maria sales rep are ready to sell to their West Coast customer. Maria is ready to sell the generator to his West Coast customer. One of the newer sales rep lands works on opportunity in the qualified stage. He calls Ritu a key decision maker at a Dixon's PLC. Ritu gave Lance enough details to determine that a 1000 kW diesel generator is the best option to meet his customer needs. So now what happens now? Maria, sales representative, she's what is that? She's getting a new sales rep here called Lance, and he calls Ritu, the key decision maker, to take the decision about the generator. Ritu gave the so now Ritu is giving the information to the Lance, and it tells how to meet the customer and sell the product. Right? This is the scenario. So Dixon PLC is one of the West Coast. Lance uses the price book for his West Coast sales here. So to sell the product, like Lance is going to use the price book here. From the product related list on the opportunity, the Lance is working. He select the add products, and then what is that? He's adding all the details here. Right? So now you go to the opportunity, page. On the opportunity page, you have something called add product there. And now he's going to add the product, right? From the price book, you're going to add the product for the West Coast customer, and you're going to sell the product. Now, for which what you do? You can click on add product here, or you can choose the price book, whichever you now I want to add the product here in my opportunity page, right? I'll click on add product here. Now choose the price book, West Coast manufacturing, add the product, then watch diesel 1000 kV and set the quality to 1 in the price book, then product price reflect the discount Urea Mages offer, right? So from the opportunity page, you're going to select the price book, you're going to add the product to the price book, right? And so number of quantity and everything, right? That will be reflected. The discount will be reflected from the Urea Mages offer, right? Who is going to give the offer? Urea Mages is going to give the offer here, right? So now what is the under price book? You're going to select the West Coast manufacturing, and then you're going to save it, right? So this is all about like how to add your products into an opportunity. Now this is all about how to add your product into an opportunity. Again, go back here. Now what do? You click on opportunity. Do we have any opportunity object here? Now click on more. Yes, I have an opportunity here. Now click on opportunity. Again, I'll go back to the list view. I'll go back to the table view, right? So now I'm going to select any one of the product here. I'm going to select any one of the products here. For example, I'm going to click on I will. Right? So now we have something called products, right? So now, do we have any price book or something here? Now, for example, I select the generator now. Now from the product, see under the product, I have something called add products and choose book, choose price book. I'm going to click on add product and I'm going to select the price book. Which price book I'm going to add? Here I have two price book here. What is going to be standard? The other one is called new standard new price book. Right? I'll select the standard new price book, click on save. Right? From the opportunity, I'm going to select the product. In the price book, right? From the price book, standard price book, what is the product that we have it? We have this GenWatt Propone 500 kV. I'm going to select this, right? After selecting this, right? In case you want to change the list view also, now still you can change the list view. Right? It is allowed. Let's say instead of 50,000, we want to make it as 55,000. Okay, fine. It's not allowing me. Now click on next. Right? Now here you can save. Right? That is the list view price. But here now you can see what is the sales price. Now sales price, say I'm going to make it as I'm going to click on edit. So only here I can edit, not there. I'm going to say 65,000. Right? My list price and started price is going to 55,000. What is my sales price? Sales price. Now I'm going to make it as 65,000. Right? After this, likewise, you can enter all this thing and click on save. Right? Item 1 has error field. Like what is that? On save this record quantity. Right? I have to enter the quantity. One quantity. I have to select the quantity here. And then go to save. Now I have to specify the quantity. Now here under the product, I've added the product. Right? So under opportunity, I have added the product feature. I'm able to add the product. This is all about the price book. This is all about the price book, right? This is all about the price book. Got it? Like I think. Guys, I think you should have understood about the price book, how to create a price book, how to add the product into a price book, whether it's going to be a standard price book or a new price book. You can be able to create first what you're going to create a new price book, and then you're going to add it into a standard price book, right? And then you're going to through the opportunity page, you're going to add the products, and you're going to set your price book, and you're going to select the which standard price book you're going to take the product, right? And what is the landing price and what is the customer price, you're going to change that. So everything we can configure here with respect to price book, right? What is price book? Price book is nothing but as soon as the product comes, what is the MRP, right? Before MRP, right? So like whatever is being given to the agency price details will be there, right? And later on, once it comes to the market, right? What is the price, right? That will be MRP price, or it can be you're going to set the price accordingly, right? And then based on that, it will be added into price book, and then it will be shown to the customers, right? So the standard price would be one, and the customer price would be different, right? So based on that, like either the company would decide, or else you can decide it accordingly. So that we go to the price book and we are going to set the prices here accordingly. This is all about price book. I think you guys would have understood about the price book. Right, if you have any doubts, you can contact me at info.ivalabs@gmail.com. Please subscribe to my channel, or if you have any doubts or something, you can contact me at 855079168 or 8142000037. Please do subscribe to my channel and click on subscribe button and click on like button and then click on bell icon. Right, please do support me. And it's Rakis iValab, a Techno Hub channel for placement training. Please be safe, right? Stay tuned. Bye bye.